How's it going, everybody? Lance here, and I'm gonna talk about Overcooked. Now, I played this game, and it was very fun, very fun. And everything about it was just so mind-blowing that I just had to talk about this game. Like, this game needed to be pitched out more than what it got. Now, I don't even know if it even had a debut on YouTube for PlayStation side where they talk about most of the games. Well, this one was there, but I didn't know if it was there. So this is not an online game, but this is more of a local couch game. So if you have friends over, you just bring your friends over. So I am going to start with the first episode here. Now, this is just solo play, and with solo play, you have to play two characters. That's challenging, and yes, it is challenging. So, before I go into it, I'm just gonna, and I hope you guys can hear me because the audio you cannot change, and that's usually a downfall. Like, the music is great, I love the music, but it tends to be too loud. So, looking at these characters, they base from race, animals, creatures, and objects. But other than that, they're very memorable in a way and kind of creative. They don't have any specialty or anything, so it's not like any character matters. So you just pick a character and you just go with it. So the controls, very simple. Don't have to really do too much. But let's get to the story. Hold on.
Oh yeah, yeah, do you? Ma, hey, hey, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, ma, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yo. Oh yeah, yeah, do you? Ma, hey, hey, yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, ma, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yo. Oh yeah, yeah, do you? Ma, hey, hey, yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, ma, yeah. Do you? Ma, hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, ma, yeah, yeah.
Alright, so what's going on is we are in the kingdom of onions. And we are basically, oh, hold on, sorry. And we are prepping to feed the giant meatball monster that's attacking the kingdom, which looks like a city. So, with that said, yes, this actually teaches you what to do and what you have to do. So, I can toggle between chefs, and this is for solo people. If you was working with somebody, then you would actually have um, a second person playing the second character, and you know how to switch off. So, with this, yes, for solo, you can switch back and forth with L1, and kind of focus on letting him do what he needs to do. Here's the plate. I usually have that out. I can switch back. Oh, I didn't cut this one. Ooh. Bad me. And then switch back again. Alright. And then switch back. Yeah, it's a lot to process. So you just kind of rinse and repeat, making sure that everything is being sent. Like I said, this takes a lot of thinking sometimes, and it's a lot to process. But the music is great. Whoever composed most of this was definitely a genius to put most of these songs. These songs were actually not bad to listen to while cooking. And of course, it wouldn't matter. So that was just a tutorial, which is not bad. Hold on. Greetings, friends. It's clear to me now that you were not ready to take on the beast. Your cooking skills were lacking and your cooperation was woeful. I thought it was pretty fun. That is why I brought you back to the year 1993. Huh? Anyway, so we're looking at the timeline here of 1993, where I'm guessing this is another dimension, so of course, you know, hey, it's a good story. Let's strike out into the Onion Kingdom. Travel far and wide, hone your skills, master the ancient art of cooking. Only then you'll be ready to save this world from its dark future. Be brave, my friends, and good luck. Well, other than that, like I said, little arcade game. I don't even know what they're playing. Wish I knew. Anyway. So, like I said, that was the introduction, and then of course you do other options, or other areas. So, in this area, you deal with the city, you deal with a moving vehicle, the Iceland, space, the underworld, a haunted house. You name it, they have it. So, I'll go through at least a few just to give you a taste of what's going on. And if you guys want to see more, you know, leave it in the comments, give it a like, and just, you know, give me a heads up if you guys want to see more content, or just look it up on other people's channel. So, I'll play another character. I'll play this guy. I'll call him Bucky. So this is the first level for this place. And it's very simple. We're going to make soup. Takes 3 onions, cut them up, put them in the bowl. Put them in the pot, then the bowl. So you'll see this process working on solo. I may not get 3 stars, but it's possible to get 3 stars. Alright, so what I do, I usually prep it up and then send the other person on the other side to prep it up here too. Let him start cutting. While he's cutting, I have this pot ready. Now, I can also send him on the other side to help do that too. Now, again, you gotta really keep in mind of what you're doing. And then, that's cooking. While that's cooking, you can prep up and start cutting again. See this? This is big time multitasking. Right here, your brain will start to fry up. And then you serve it. So we go back, do the same procedure again. Oh, by the way, you also have to wash dishes too, and that was even more of a kicker. So that's what I liked about this game. You're actually doing recipes, you're actually getting the ingredients, you're preparing the ingredients, you're cooking it, you have to do the dishes, you have to serve. I mean, it's a lot, especially when you're doing it by yourself. Alright, let's continue. Alright, so that's doing what he's doing. I'll just finish this. Now, you don't have to go and do the dishes now. You can, like, let it sit there for later and then work on it. It's up to you, especially if you're doing it by yourself. If not, then you're fine. let him finish. Load this up. Let that cook. Oop. Now I'm gonna let him do the dishes while I am preparing this one next. Oh yeah, by the way, dashing, which they never did point out the fact that you can dash on this game. I did not see it in the instructions, so that's something they left out. And I'm not saying that's a little mistake, but yes, it is a little mistake, because that's really important. Dashing is important, especially if you want to get a 3-star or even pass the level. So, continuing on. Now, of course, there we go. Like I said, you didn't really need to have all the plates. You can have it dirty and then clean them all at once. Now, when time runs out, this is usually a part where you can not even... Oops. Let me get a plate. There we go. Oh. Can I? No? Oh my gosh, I didn't even cook it! Oh, gosh. That's a kicker. That kicked me right there. Oh, I'm just gonna wash the dishes because... Alright, so that was the first one. And that's just teaching you how to prep for soup. Now, I'm just going to show you one more. But it's going to involve hamburgers. So likely, that's just to make soup. So you can make onion soup, tomato soup, and mushroom soup. Those are like the 3 soups you can make. So we're going to do the next one, and I'm going to be a cat for this. But we're going to make hamburgers. This will also be the last one, so that way, you know, you guys get an idea. But if you guys want to see more, definitely leave a couple of comments, give it a like, if you want to see a couple of other levels that you could do on here. But it's a pretty fun game, once you try it. Okay, got 2 more. Now all the buns are set. Yeah, so this one you have to literally use the fryer and everything, and oh man, this gets a little tedious when you're doing all the cooking. Right here, I can prep that up. Okay. See, right here, I can actually do that. Let that cook. Get the dishes done. So yes, like I said, solo player is a little bit complicated, but once you understand the pattern, you can achieve it at least. But like I said, it's a bit of a challenge. Oh, and that happens too. You can knock other players, which also may interrupt. Now, when you see that, you could start a fire if you leave it on for there too long. So that's cooking. More meat. We're gonna do this. Double time, double time. More meat. Can't have enough meat. Okay. From here I could do the dishes. This is another meat to go on the frying pan. One's done. Have another meat. Oh, forgot the plate. Yeah. Order up. Okay, there's that one. And I'll wash the dishes as well while this prep up, and I can get the ingredients ready. Like I said, there's really nothing wrong with half of the stages they've done here. It's very creative. Very, very creative. Each stage, I had no problems with it whatsoever. It does seem challenging, but, you know, do it with a friend and it makes it even more fun. Still have the frying pan. Wow. Alright. So. Alright. So likely that's just the samples of what you have to make. There are other ones like a pizza. You have to make pizza. You have to make a burrito. And you have to make fish and chips. Usually I would think it should have been waffles and chicken, but, you know, hey. Alright, so, yes, this was definitely the game Overcooked. I definitely highly recommend anybody to play this. I mean, if you got friends that likes to come over and wants to play a simple game, this is definitely one of it. It was fun, enjoyable. I let other people play it. I mean, sure, they frustrated at first, but they loved it afterwards. They couldn't get enough of it, but then, you know, they just had to rest their brains because it was a lot to process when it comes to going back and forth, communicating with your friends what they need. I mean, these levels were very well crafted. I hope they continue making more games down the road. So definitely support them. The game on PlayStation Store was $16.99. I don't know if this was originally on PC. If it was, then definitely get it on there if you can. But definitely highly recommended. So if you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a like, share it with others if they're interested in looking for other games to play. If you want to see more of my content, click the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys another time.